Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Death Wish 4, The Crackdown, released in 1987. Death Wish 4 stars Charles Bronson, Kay Lenz, John P. Ryan, Perry Lopez, Mike Moroff, Dan Ferro, George Dickerson, Soon-Tek, Dana Barron, Danny Trejo, and Tom Everett. Death Wish 4 was directed by J. Lee Thompson. Now this one was written by Gail Morgan Hickman. And to me, this one kind of pushes more back to what made Death Wish and Death Wish 2 work for me. This is less of the action film-oriented film that Death Wish 3 was. And I think part of that is the difference in the director, because this is the first film in the series that wasn't directed by Michael Winner. J. Lee Thompson is such a great director, and he directed many a great film with Charles Bronson. They collaborated quite a bit, and each film I'm a huge fan of. So expect me to get to a lot of them on my channel as well. He just is, I think he's a much better director than Michael Winner was as far as direction, style and everything. And plus, whereas Michael Winner leaned really hard on including a lot of rape scenes in his Death Wish movies, all three of them had that in there. Death Wish 4 doesn't have anything like that in it. However, much like Death Wish 2, Charles Bronson was constantly getting these really younger girlfriends in this. This one he has Kay Lenz playing Karen Sheldon. Yeah, she's a lot younger than him. That's even this time in their careers and everything. But she has a character that is her daughter, played by Dana Barron, named Erica in this. Now, at the beginning of this, I was really digging this whole story where Paul Kersey has this girlfriend, Karen, and they have this great relationship. And she's got this daughter that he has basically taken under his wing and accepts as like his own. And then probably 20, 30 minutes into the movie, maybe not even that, they unfortunately decide to kill off the Erica character due to a drug overdose. And you would have thought that would send, Paul Kersey into this revenge thing. It does. He does investigate the boyfriend to Erica and finds out that he was kind of involved and everything, but it was this friend of his that was the one that was responsible for the tainted drugs that caused her to die and everything. And it goes nowhere, though. But instead, we are quickly transitioned into the introduction of John P. Ryan's, supposedly, Nathan White. And for a while there, I was thinking, wow, John P. Ryan is getting the Ed Lauder treatment of Death Wish 3. And he's getting to play sort of a good guy in this one, which... And speaking of Ed Lauder, he is sorely missed in this one because, like I said in the previous one, them killing Vincent Gardenia in the second one really hurt. But then they introduced Ed Lauder, and he was such a great character This one they have a detective character played by George Dickerson called Detective Sid Rayner. And this could have easily just been his character, Ed Lauder's character in here instead of a new character. And I don't think George Dickerson is as good an actor as Ed Lauder, of course. But as far as John P. Ryan goes, his character is revealed not to be a good guy. As I said, supposedly, Nathan White, yeah, he's a fake. He's not really this character of Nathan White that he is pretending to be in the story. He is really a mob boss named Ferrari. And he is using Paul Kersey to kill off his competition. And that would be a nice story in its own, but coupled with this whole thing that happened with Erica, it just seems to go off into a different direction than what it originally started. And it puts poor Kay Lenz in there with nothing to do until near the end they decide to have her get kidnapped by Ferrari and being used, to lure him in and try and trap Kersey. And, it just, I love this movie still. It is one of the better, in some ways I think this one is better than Death Wish 3, just because it is more in line with the first two. But its story could have been done a little better. Focus either on the Erica overdose revenge thing or focus on this Ferrari character with John P. Ryan. Instead, these stories are intertwined and merged and they don't really connect, I don't think. So, but I'm going to give Death Wish 4, The Crackdown, from 1987. I'm going to give this one a 8.8 out of 10. This one is not bad. I really do like the performances in this one and everything, but like I said, it just, I think it squanders some of the talent with Kay Lenz and Dana Barron in here. But what do you guys think of Death Wish 4, The Crackdown? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon to be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. All right. So that's the end of another action movie night. Hope you will join me tomorrow for another Versus night. Until then, thanks for watching.